This is the solution for the challenge that I gave at the end of the last lesson. I'm going to go a lot faster than I did before since it's mostly review. Click on Create a new Xcode project. Start with a tabbed application. I'm going to call it Menu Application. Make sure Use Storyboard and Automatic Reference Counting are checked. I'm not going to create source control. I'm going to click Create. And the first thing you'll probably notice is there are a lot more files here than the last one, but that's not a big deal. The reason for that is Xcode filled in a lot of what you normally do when you create a tab bar application. But we're not going to worry a lot about that. In fact, we can just rename some of these labels for the content that we wanted to put in. So we just rename this one Contact and put in our phone number. And we can use that one for our contact view. And this top one I'm just going to delete. And I'm going to drag in the navigation controller. So to add a tab from the tab bar controller to the navigation controller, I'm going to hold in Control and drag to the navigation controller. Now right there I accidentally clicked on Push when I meant to click Relationship for View Controller. And that might be something that you ran into and you're not sure, how do you redo these transitions? And the way you do that is you go to the tab bar controller, click on this Connections Inspector, and you see where you have Push to the navigation controller. Just click this little X here, and that will delete that. And so now we can redo it, and we can hold Control, drag the navigation controller, and click on Relationship View Controllers, which adds the second tab, which is what we wanted. I'm going to rename it Menu. And I'm going to name this section, this first content view is going to be Menu, and then I'm going to add some buttons. I'm going to choose the rounded rect button. I'm going to drag it up here, and I'm going to hold Option and drag, and I'm going to do that 4 times to create 4 different sections. The first one is drinks. The second one is appetizers. The third one is entrees, and the fourth one is desserts. And now I want to add views for each one of those menu items. So I'm going to take the view controller, I'm going to drag it in, and since that one's on the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and hold Control and drag from the desserts button to here, and I'm going to push because I want to push it onto the navigation controller. And I'm going to do the same thing. Actually, I should rename that desserts. And I'm going to add a label, and we'll call this dessert 1. You can have as many labels as you want for as many desserts as you want to have. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other buttons. And then I'm going to zoom back in to make the connections. So this will be my drinks. I'm going to hold Control and drag. I'm going to select Push. This will be my appetizers. Control, drag, push. Entrees, Control, drag, and select Push. And just so I know everything's working right, I'm going to name these real quick, and then we'll run the app. And I'm not going to add the label since we already did that once. I think I accidentally named this entrees. I did. Okay, so let's run that and make sure everything's working okay. Okay, so here we go. We've got our contact. In the menu, we've got our drinks. We can go back. We've got our appetizers. We can go back. We've got our entrees. And we've got our desserts. And there's our dessert label. So it looks like everything's working. That's it. If we wanted, we can go and add some more labels. The appetizers. And do everything just the same as we did last time. If we want, we can drag in some photos. And to add an image, we drag in an image view. And to change the image, we're going to, oh yes, select the image. I didn't have it selected. To change the image, you select the image, and then you type in the image name that you want. Press enter. Resize it. I'm going to hold Command equals. And there we go. Let's run it one more time to make sure everything's working. There's contact. There's our menu, appetizers, and there's our photo. And that's it.